Welcome in the Pastime Picks Podcast. I am Keith, Vintage Sport Flips.
I'm Andy, King of Pennants.
And guys, so I don't know what episode this is. Number 69. It's a special 69.
Oh, nice. No, we didn't even celebrate that. Jeez, come on. We are really dropping the ball.
Yeah, I didn't even realize what it was. But yeah, so we're 69 episode here. 69. Who knows we would last this long, Andy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Never envisioned the success, the wild success of a
wild success. Yeah.
A Pastime Picks podcast.
Exactly.
so
I think
guys,
by this point, we thought we were both going to be retired and just working on this full time, right?
Oh, yeah. We thought this would be our just full income at this point, Pastime Picks podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
But back to our movie draft. We've been doing these every other week. That's not going to go on forever, but it's been fun. Keeps us on our toes.
Keeps our heads in the game, so to speak.
Yeah. So we have a random wheel. We have a wheel of 10 actors or actresses that we spin and we'll decide. We don't know who we're drafting yet. So we'll know soon enough. But we have a couple people already in the chat. We got Shane, one of the members of the channel, Soda City Flips in the house. We have Hawkeye Mike is in the house. Mark Hoyle in the house, as always, our stalwarts of the podcast. And they were also in I did the card show earlier with Dan in Demand.
Yeah, saw that.
Much respect to Dan in Demand for powering through. He was a sick man. It was an interesting soundtrack coming on his end. But he was powering through.
It's more like
no woohoos, noises. No woohoos and no singing. As you said, he's the voice of an angel, but not the angel voice tonight, but he powered through and made it through.
Even if he doesn't have a voice of an angel, I mean, I think we should just push that narrative that he does. So
yeah, absolutely.
He did not sound good, Mark, for sure.
Yeah. And thankfully for him, I guess he was sick last night too. And we had a thread show scheduled together and my Wi-Fi was not work. I got to the warehouse. It wouldn't work.
What did you say? It was not working?
My Wi-Fi would not work.
Oh, would not work. I was like,
so I ended up canceling my show, but I didn't cancel it till like 20 minutes after we were supposed to start. But thankfully Dan wasn't going to do it anyway. So, cool. All right. So, pretty tight race. Andy, I pulled it out last week, right? How did I do last week?
This week you're talking about last week? No, I'm sorry, Keith. You did not win.
I didn't look today.
It's very sad. I really was pushing for you, as I always do. What are you working on your end there?
No, I was looking at the score. So I was 52% Andy, 54% Andy, 32% me. The Rad Picker, distant third in the voting.
Yeah. It is true. Now, Keith, of course, as you know, we always like to, do a little AI video and not videos actually, but you do videos. I'm not sure. I have to work on that.
I did a video. Yeah. Up your production game. It sounds like.
Well, I did up my production game in terms of music, so I can assure you. First of all, starting off with, look at that. Yeah.
Crown on tilt, thrown a little dusty. Took an L, the doubters got fussy. Switch the script, pen game rugged, now the scoreboard leans, the path get adjusted. It was a 1 week fluke, don't get it twisted. Came back swinging, shots never missed. It was a 1 week fluke. That's what they say. King of Pennants back, reclaiming the stage. Vintage Sport Flips, thought they had my number. Awaken the beast, pulled me out of slumber. Pennants flying high, breeze through the rafters. Once was a tale, now a whole new chapter. It was a 1 week fluke. Don't get it twisted. Came back swinging, shots never missed. It was a 1 week fluke. That's what they say. King of Pennants back, reclaiming the stage. Wrist got the shimmer, moves get sharper. Champ belt tighter, grip like an archer.
That's right, Shane.
For a moment, thought the saga faded, but I rise like the sun. Destined never jaded. Stunts on them, royal.
One more part.
Vintage crack like a vase, paranoia deployed here. Red carpet.
There we go. Vintage crack like a vase.
They're earned in the fight.
There we go, baby.
Fade out.
Right. So we also got a couple other ones. Like a one pump chump. That's what we call you.
Is that? I'm not really sure. One pump chump. Is that like do I need to sign up for hymns?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
And then we got this one too. The one and done dork.
And I'm still in the overall lead, to be clear here. Let's get that off camera now. Still in the overall lead. The overall record is, where are we at? 32, 29, and 6 for vintage sport flips. And then whatever hell, the opposite of what I just said. Let me pull it up. Let me present that. Hold on 1 second. There it is. All right. So you got 32, 29, and 6, 29, 32, and 6 for Andy. So still the one pump chump, still the reigning champ.
Yeah.
Or the
Okay.
overall leader.
Look at this. Well, I got so many Alex Karras cards. Crazy amounts. See? I got 2 of his rookies even. So I'm definitely a Karras fan. But yeah, I did not take him. It's just, if we could have gone all night, honestly, and he would have been close on my list. But
yeah. By the way, before we forget, we have our Hops and Hits episode number 6 coming out tomorrow night live, 8:00 Eastern time on this channel, Vintage Sport Flips, on Rips and Brews, on Soda City Flips, on Soda City Rips, and the Real Life Perspective Show. So watch wherever you like. We're gonna be all ripping and
basically
breaking.
every YouTube channel is simulcasting this.
All of YouTube is going to be watching us rip and do some beer tasting. So stay tuned for that. So, all right. So let's get to the spinning wheel of actors and actresses.
Yes.
What the hell is that?
Let's do that. Oh, guy, you're out of control.
I agree. I like it, Mike.
This is it's just too many great players. So, oh, okay. I do forget sometimes who we have on our list.
You got it. So, and I think we did say if we get Melissa McCarthy and Keira Knightley, we'll do them as one draft.
Yeah.
Right? I mean that. Okay.
Keith will be drafting all Keira Knightley, and I'll be drafting all Melissa McCarthy. Essentially,
it could be. Yeah. All right. So let's without further ado, let's get the wheel spinning and see who we're drafting tonight.
Yep. Ooh, okay. I can work with that.
All right. Brad Pitt it is.
He's got like a lot of, I mean, he's in a lot of stuff, whether or not he's the best actor and everything. Oh God, there's like some weird moth in my office. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, okay. I like it. All
right, that's a good one. Old B-Rad. Yep, B-Rad. All right, let's get me and Andy's wheel to the stage. Of course, got the famous bathroom blue steel pose, and then the.
You look like kind of like I don't know what's wrong. You look like you have the facial hair of that guy from OC Choppers.
No, it's just the lighting. It looks like very faded on the side. I got a strong beard. All right.
You know how many times I've said that, Soda.
Let's get it spinning.
Lem Barney's good. I don't those were good picks too. Maybe I should start. I should get a little Lem Barney.
All right, here we go. I just pulled a Lem Barney card on my YouTube channel on Saturday out of a 73 Topps pack. Pack fresh, gradable Lem
really?
Barney.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for sale. All right, so number 1 for me, A. Let's see. A. All right. I don't know. This is tough. Number 1. There's not a consensus number 1 overall pick there's a lot of good movies, quality.
I agree.
Movies,
I agree.
But I think by far my favorite Brad Pitt movie, did I say Brad Pitt? My favorite Brad Pitt movie, and he's excellent in this movie. I'm going to go with the movie 7.
Yeah, that's good.
Awesome movie. I mean, I haven't seen it in a while. I got to rewatch it. I mean, I've seen it several times, but the end scene. Movie. I mean, what's in the box? I mean, you see that everywhere. That's just a quote that's going to, you know.
It was a great cast, honestly. I mean, this is back pre-creepy Kevin Spacey. And Samuel, no, not, it was not Samuel L. Jackson. It was
Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman. Spacey was his creepiest role that he's done. It's probably more close to his real life role than any of his other.
That's true. But he probably was more accurate. He did not have to maybe we shouldn't give him as much credit as he deserves.
Yeah, let's take away his Oscar on that one. Yeah, but Brad Pitt deserved it. I don't know if he got.
Yeah, he was good. He was good. I want to say it's kind of new in his career too. Like, I mean, he'd been in some other stuff for sure, but I would say this is one of the bigger ones he's like that I remember. One of his first big ones, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, he was in other stuff certainly, but like I think he was probably. But
I mean, as far as leading man and the big first like huge hit, I think that would definitely be number one.
Yeah. That's good. It's good. I would have probably taken that one or two like in my list. I'm gonna go with probably one of my favorite movies, Fight Club.
Yeah,
just that he's really good in it. I mean, all of the acting is great in it, but it's just that I mean, he's like the ultimate cool character in that, like what he wants to be, obviously, because that's his figment of his imagination.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, he's just like that whole vibe of those two working together is really cool. Like I think that was one of his biggest hits. Hawkeye doesn't like it. Yeah, it's not for everybody. I think Fight Club's a great movie though. I think I might like Fight Club better than Seven as a movie. I'm not saying.
No.
I'm just saying. I
mean, it's for as far as like the complexity of the film and like sort of like some shocking things about like the characters, like the reveals on him not being a real character. That stuff's interesting, but I think it's just this pure storyline. And have you ever read? I think that's a Chuck Palahniuk book. Is that how you pronounce his name? Palahniuk?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean Shane, our resident book expert, can tell us, but he's like I've read other books by him. Pretty interesting author. Interesting.
Yeah, I'll have to check him out.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. But I think, like I said, they're probably 1-2 for me, and I almost interchangeable. I like them both. The funny thing was, I mean, our first two movies, and they basically have giant twists too. Like those are the.
Yeah,
I don't think most of the rest of his movies I don't think were necessarily like that, but those are about the two biggest twists in cinematic history. Honestly, I can't think of too many others. Maybe what's it called? The Sixth Sense. That's
Sixth Sense would be the biggest one, I think. Yeah,
maybe that's what we should have the biggest cinematic twists, or is that what they're called?
I don't know.
Anyway,
shock. I mean, yeah, I don't know the wording for that, but I got what you're saying for sure. All right, I had that number 3, so I had a different top 2, but definitely in the top tier.
Yeah.
All right, so there we got it. So we have 7 and Fight Club, chalk picks for both of us. We don't get any.
Agreed.
Let me let's get to our first segment here.
Sale of the week.
All right, in this segment, me and Andy show each other our sales of the week. We want to guess the selling prices, and we want to get within 10% to win. We want to chat to guess along. Third item overall, the closest to the price wins 2 packs of cards, either sport or non-sport, and you get in on the cumulative horse race giveaway, which we'll go over details of shortly here. By the way, though, before I forget, if you want to check out a lovely wax pack display, head over to TitanDisplay.com. The affiliate link is in the description below.
I'd love to get one, but I can't. I have to open them. That's my problem. Like I need to find out what's inside. It would be hard. I could just be staring at it the whole time, wanting to open all the packs.
And yeah, I can reach like any foot in different directions, and I got packs. I got like right here in front of me. I got freaking Gremlins. I got what is that? Indiana Jones. Anywhere I go, Buck Rogers. I got it all. That was a great board game, Buck Rogers. Remember that?
Yeah, I do vaguely.
All right. So yeah, on the topic at hand, sales of the week. So let me pull up my first sale. Let me find it actually.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. So here we have let me actually see something real fast. See what I called it time wise. Early 1900s University of Chicago scrapbook loaded with tickets and photos and such. So we got here's like a couple assortment pages. So we got this one has a
oh wow,
I got a little track and field judge pass. You got some little scorecards there.
Pretty random, like kind of
It's a lot of track and field content. Here's a little track and field photo. There's a Taft for President ribbon.
Would you say what were the soda's already coming out swinging? Would you say that track and field was more popular back then than it is now? Like, or in terms of the sports rankings, like football, football wasn't all that popular, and baseball really wasn't that big of a deal. I feel like
baseball, absolutely.
Baseball, maybe.
Baseball, boxing, and then track and field would be bigger, but not probably the general eyes of the nation, but like schools. Yeah, I think it was huge. Yeah. Then we got
falling off a little bit.
Get a little more stuff. You get some tickets, a little ribbon. What's over here? And here's a close up of this guy, University of Illinois. That was a track and field program, I think. So a lot of cool ephemera.
I'm running through this, and then I might need to go through every single piece just so I can add it up in my head. But
well, I didn't show it all, obviously, but yeah, I did have a video up on my listing, so people could see every page.
I'm under protest then if I don't win. I think it's pretty cool. And this is not for the big one, right? This is not for the prize.
No, this is no.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think it may be over everybody. I'm going to go with my guess will be $5.99.99.
Okay, all right, $5.99.99. Let me refresh my memory as to what the actual price was. Okay. All right, let me get back over there. You know how he did.
Let's bring it on.
To the top rope with Shane McMahon out of the ladder.
Let's see. What do you got for me? Oh, wow. Okay. Mark, right on the dot.
Yeah, Mark. Man, Mark knows his stuff.
Yeah.
Now I did have this up, I think, for $8.99. I had it up for a lot. I had it up for a while. I sold it to another reseller who I know.
Okay.
In fact, the person who bought the and if you remember my I think it was my second
$60 in shipping.
Yeah, he's in Idaho, so it's like a calculated shipping. This thing's like 6 pounds.
Wow.
So yeah,
okay,
it was a heavy one.
That's crazy.
I mean, it was more than 6 pounds. It was a thick book. But my second YouTube video ever, which like nobody watched in the world. I bought this epic like autograph album, had like Frederick Douglass and all kind of like Revolutionary War figures. He bought that from me too. He buys a lot of scrapbooks. So
okay. Cool.
There we go. Mark nailed it.
All right. So for you, this is another like double or multi-buy. So because the same person bought them both at the same time. So let me just present my screen. Okay, here's the first pennant. Albany Colony A's.
That's weird. What the hell is Colony? Is that another city?
I don't know. They had a couple of names. There's a bunch of things. We have a couple different things from Albany Colony. I don't know why, but there's a couple different pennants.
Huh.
And then there's this one too. So these were the two that were purchased.
Honolulu, that's a cool one. Honolulu Sharks.
Yeah.
I have a whatnot buyer who would have liked that. And by the way, on that note, before I forget, firstdigicards.com break is tonight. If anyone wants to get in on a break, the inaugural break with Watch the Breaks, Ivan. Great dude. And it's a cheap break. You're going to get in pretty cheap, I think. So
it's another city. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Oh, cool. Very cool, Mark. What position do you play, Mark? What do you think? We've seen Mark. I'm going to say Mark was a shortstop.
I was going to go that route. I think he was. Yeah, I'm going to go third base.
Hot corner. I changed it to hot corner. All right, I do have to guess here. I guess I should pay attention. So the Honolulu Sharks.
Yeah,
I'm going to go shortstop. I'll stick with my first guess. $32 in the Honolulu Sharks. I know I'm guessing total, but 32, and then the Colony A's. I'll go 28. So I'm going to go for a total of $60.
Okay,
$60 on the pair.
49 from Mark for the pair.
Shane looks like a catcher too, doesn't he?
I think he looks like a pitcher. Like a
Shane?
Yeah, he's got the beard, like a relief pitcher. He's like the psycho relief picture. Like, not saying you're psycho, but I'm just saying, like, you know, he got that imposing beard.
Yeah.
Where Keith has a beard of like a bat boy.
Still out of here. I've had a long beard on this podcast before, not as long as Shane's.
I'm just kidding.
But
all right, let's see. Let's show how Keith did. Let's see if I can find something for you.
Let me give the guesses while you're playing around. We got Hawkeye Mike at $89.99. Shane's in at $129.99. Mark Hoyle's in at $65.99. And the real life coming in at $200 even. What's up, Sean?
Real life's in the house. Okay.
I mean, look at this guy. This is bizarre stuff. Almost looks like a Rock'em Sock'em robot. And Timber, he is cold cocked by Tony Moscow. I've fallen and I can't get up.
Not horribly bad guess, but they sold for $40 a piece, so $80 total.
All right.
I had
pretty darn close.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike is on it. Mike is on it.
Mike is on it. That would that? Yeah, that probably would.
Yeah, I would have
won.
It's close.
Actually, no, it wouldn't have. It wouldn't have.
Yeah, huh?
88. Well, he would have won that, but he wouldn't.
Oh, yeah, it was closest. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Sorry, I'm checking. Oh, a little Etsy sale.
on the live selling, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I got to turn my
we're
ringer
also
on.
I'm always in the mix for buying these boxes of cards too, so we're trying to keep that. Yeah,
Mike, a little 1980 Phillies pennant.
Oh, are we gonna see that up there next week for sales?
No, and that's not doesn't reach the level of a sale of the week.
I see. All right, let's do it.
So for all the marbles, or not all the marbles, but
some of the marbles,
1/12 of the marbles.
This is for a marble.
Yeah, let's explain what's going on. So here's the third item. The winner of this, the good person that gets closest to the selling price, you get 2 packs sent your way, courtesy of me, and you also get in on the 12-week horse race. Right now, you're still, if you win and you haven't won before, you're right, right. You're in the race. You're in the race. So let's let Andy's gonna explain what that means. Let's get it going here.
All right. So it's a 4-horse race with 2 clearly out in front. Our first being, of course, the one and only Mark Hoyle with 2 wins, riding Thunderbolt. And then we got Real Life Perspective Show riding 51, also with 2 wins. We got Dan and Man riding the beautiful horse, well, and the not so beautiful Paddlefoot. And then we got a new one in the mix. We got Rad Picker. He was on the live, and he won. Riding Blue. He looks fierce there.
Yeah,
wow, that's a little spooky.
That's a tough looking horse there. By the way, new name here, Caleb Gorzel. Welcome in, Caleb.
Hey, Caleb.
Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was trying to give him like a Michigan Wolverine riding a blue horse, but it kept putting Wolverine.
Instead, you got Wolverine.
You got Wolverine, but he's in a football jersey.
Yeah, and his horse actually does look like it may be part Wolverine too.
Oh, the horse is intimidating, man. I love the horse. Andy's in the house.
Hey,
Girl Dad's in the house. What's up, Andy?
Just in time. You made it for the all important.
So Caleb, you might be new to the channel here. So what we do, I'm going to show an item that I sold on Etsy within the last week, and the person in the chat who gets closest to the selling price,
you can go
over or under. You're going to get 2 vintage sport card or non-sport card packs sent your way, courtesy of me. And the person who wins the most giveaways over a 12-week span, and we're entering, this is week 7, correct, you get a $50 gift card to one of our eBay stores. So that's just give you a little background there. So let me show you the item in question.
Some tough acting and acting.
All right, a little banner here. So I bought this banner from dibdit.com from Rod Picking and Punching. Bought it over on Dibdit. Great deals on Dibdit. I don't source much because I have enough stuff that I shouldn't be buying anymore, but too good of a deal to pass up on. But flock felt, get the Fighting Irish, a little Fighting Leprechaun on there. So
what year do you think this is? This looks relative, not like old, right? Because I feel like this, although this guy's been around for a while, I don't know if they've.
This style is typically, I would say, 40s, 50s. I think I might have called it 40s. Yeah. Yeah, they made these over a long time period. I forget. I think I called this 40s, but it might be a little later.
Okay, that's kind of cool. How big is it?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that it is 14 by 23 inches.
Oh, pretty big. So it's nice.
And actually, though, with these kind of banners, I think the smaller the better.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
14 by 23 is good, but I've had like banners that are 4 feet by 6 feet, and there's not not a ton of people. Yeah, takes the right person to buy that kind of one.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea on this thing. Hawkeye coming in at $129.99. Like it. So yeah, Kayla, if you're still here and want to throw in a guess, you can win a pack of cards and get into the real meat of the
giveaway.
Horse race.
So we got Girl Dad at 65, Soda C coming in at $179.99. I think you said Hawkeye at $129.99. Definitely a cool mascot, right?
Yeah, I like. Yeah, he's got like the old.
That's how you fight. That's how you fight too. I mean, your legs.
Effective, very effective.
I used to we had me and Andy would wrestle a lot in our youth.
Oh, that sounds weird. By the way, you just made it weird.
Lisa Durr, welcome in, Lisa. Lisa at $100.
There you go.
We got Mark Will at $99.99. Oh, hold on. I just closed. Hold on. I got to pull something up. Did I close the image?
No, it's still there.
Okay. I closed the price. So let me find that in my email.
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves, Eddie, for 1 second.
Talk amongst myself.
Yeah.
All right. We got Mark 90. Mark does a little, he thinks it over in his head, just he probably has a Rolodex of all these things that he's bought that were Boston related that he has to sort of convert to whatever team it is this time. So we got 99. Lisa's in at 100. That's
all right. I got it.
All right. I'll give a few more seconds to put your vote or your bid in if you want to do it.
Sean, I don't think we saw Sean's vote yet. Sean, if you're still here, get your throw your number in there because you're in the race, man. You're tied for first.
That's right.
Lose your opportunity there. Guys, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Hops and Hits, live card ripping and beer tasting. I got a fun box. So
do I. Yeah, we both. I think you don't know what I have. I guess I don't know what you have either. But we both have some cool stuff. I think. At least I have some cool stuff. I know.
No, I definitely do. Of course, I have cool stuff. Come on now. Come on. To be honest, though, I don't think I'm going to pair a beer. I'm going to disappoint because I have one I want to drink, so I'm just straying from a pairing.
Okay. All right, that's fine. I mean, we weren't really doing it before anyway. So
no, I did last week.
You attempted to. Clearly, the Soda City takes this seriously. He goes in.
Yeah, he's
weeks ahead of time, and
ooh, look at that! The prediction. He's called a shot, baby.
I like it. Style. Do we know what Soda's ripping? And if you,
nobody.
I kind of like coming in. I don't know it. Anybody or Sean's ripping either. So
no, it's a mystery.
I like that.
Sean's at 115.
Get surprised by it. Okay, we're pretty close, right? Is that good?
Yeah, I think might be everyone. We got a lot of guesses. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Interesting, you put it here. I would have thought the other thing was more. I don't think.
No. It's nothing to do with the order of the items because I put this is an Etsy sale. eBay people could look up. Etsy you can't. So that's why I always put Etsy second. Yeah. I'm telling the chat.
Yeah. I know. I think we've always said that, but okay. I'm gonna go. Yeah. I'm going to go $119.99. I'm going to go a little higher. I think it's looks like it's in pretty good condition. That's the only thing that
it's nice. Yeah, it's nice.
Although I do go. I hate when you do that.
That was like our wrestling back in the day. That's how it went.
No,
it didn't. All right. Yeah, I cut you off. I thought I waited for a lull and I miss.
No, I was just going to say that I think that there's probably a fair amount of these. I mean, this is more popular, right? So maybe there's a fair amount of these made.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Oh, all right. Oh, Mark is in there. Mark's $10 away. I think that's the winner.
Let's check. Is that it? Well, we have Mark, Lisa, Girl Dad. It was at
65.
$14. It might be Mark again. I think it's
Mark is a
again.
winner.
I mean, Lisa Durr just missed with a penny off from Mark.
If he went 99, 98, he would have had it. But
yeah,
Mark is on fire. That's 3 wins for him.
3, yeah. He's in the lead. He's in the lead again. He's our reigning Derby winner.
Yeah.
The giveaway Derby. But yeah, it's true. Yeah, we don't play those rules, but you're right. That's you get the honorary mention on that one, Andy.
Yeah.
So all right. Well, yeah, Mark is taking the 3-2 to 1 lead in the race. So still a wide open race. We're only 7 weeks in.
Yeah.
So
got time.
All right. Well, back to the draft. So let me pull the draft board up. So Andy, back to you. That's how they wrote. This is how they wrote 7 in the movie.
Yes.
Right? They put All right. Look how fancy I was with that.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm kind of stuck between 2 here.
While you're thinking, Andy, I had a great. I don't know if anyone watched my my Mrs. Flip short this week, but I wanted to use that because that would have been a fun one. The Steelers cowboy hat, but I put it out before the podcast, so I couldn't use it as the guessing game. But did you watch that video?
Which one was it? I'm sorry, I was
when she was on the Pittsburgh Steelers cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm between 2, but I'm going to go with this one. Another one of my favorite movies just to watch. Definitely a big fan of Tarantino. So I'm going to go with Inglourious Bastards. That's my number 2.
I think there's a lot of Tarantino movies in this list.
He's done a lot of movies. I mean, he's got a cast of people that he likes. So
yeah,
he always goes back to him. Samuel L. Jackson being one of them. But yeah, Inglourious Bastards is just a great movie. I think it's one of my probably top 10 movies. So
it's good, but I don't put it up there. But that's good. It's a good.
What are you talking about? It won like Academy Awards.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, his accent is so good in the movie. It's great. I mean, he's just I kill some Nazis.
All right, where do I go next? Well, I got 2. I got back to back, right? So
I think I know where you're going to go with some of them.
I don't think you do. I don't think you do.
Okay.
Write it down. Right now,
don't. I'll write it down. Well, no, I put it this way. If I'm right, then I'll show you what I wrote.
I think this movie he's got a pretty wide range, right? I mean, he can do a lot of things. In this movie, he's like a little batshit crazy in this movie, and he plays it pretty well.
He's up. He plays batshit pretty well in other stuff too. But
but this movie, I feel like I'm going 12 Monkeys.
Okay,
12 Monkeys.
That's where I would have gone on that one, but okay.
I know that's why I knew you weren't predicting it. But I love 12 Monkeys. That movie, he was out there. I haven't seen it in a long time, but that movie was.
That's another great cast too. I think it had what's his name in it? Bruce Willis, right? Wasn't he in it?
Yeah. Girl Dad, we're doing best Brad Pitt movies or favorite Brad Pitt movies, I guess we should say.
Yeah.
We didn't know what we were doing coming in. We did a spinning wheel to figure it out.
This is like on the fly type of picking here. It's good. I honestly I don't remember it as well as some of the other ones, I would say, but I do remember liking it, I'd say. Yeah,
it's a trippy movie, and he's like manic and just out there in the movie.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Next segment here. Let's do. Oh, where did I get my segments? Here we go. Let's pull this up.
Find of the week.
All right. So find of the week, pretty self-explanatory, right? And what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
But I actually have 2 finds of the week. The one I'm saving for the next segment, and you'll see why. But my first one, this is a pretty killer.
Lemon peel?
Close. It's lemon peel error, but this is a figure 8 leather baseball, small, tight stitch. You can see here's a standard size baseball. It's a little undersized.
Yep.
But this one is like
harder or softer than baseballs nowadays. Would you say?
I mean, slightly softer. I mean, they're pretty similar though. It's pretty close. But This ball particularly is probably right when they transition from lemon peels to figure 8 balls. Very, very tight, nice little tight stitch, little brown leather stitching there. So I picked this up on Sunday. Great price. It's already listed up on eBay. And these early figure 8s, when they're like, this one you could tell is like pretty professionally made. A lot of these balls, when you find them, they're like handmade by a shoesmith or somebody's dad. They still have value, but when you get a professionally made one, there's definitely a little premium there. So
market for them.
Yeah.
Cool.
We got a little brown ball there. Not yet, Mark. Not yet. Or not yet, Andy. So there we go. This is my final week. I'll have another final week coming up in the next segment. Andy, any finds on your end or?
What do I have? I'm trying to think.
You don't have to. I just asking. Don't feel.
I didn't bring it with me, so I won't show it off. But I've started to collect some of my old school people, like 80s players growing up. So I've started my Hall of Fame collection of those. So I did pick up a Tony Gwynn rookie, which right here. Hopefully all my cards don't go flying off.
Yeah, this cases are notorious for them falling out.
So yeah, there's my first pick up there.
What grade is that? A 9? Can't really see it.
I think it's an 8, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you had 8. Yeah, nice.
It's crazy because I was talking to you about this, and I would say he's one of the most underrated baseball players of all times, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And like his stuff is not like expensive at all. Take everything out. Oh well.
Yeah. I mean, his stuff was right at the beginning of like the junk wax era. Yeah. So I mean, I guess
what is it? 86, 85?
No, 83 tops.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah, but all the players, and who else is in there? Sandberg.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't even say that he's like a super collector. He's good. He was a Hall of Famer, I guess. But I mean,
but like Puckett. But no, you're a Tony Gwynn pure hitter, probably the best hitter of all time, right? I mean,
Puckett was like 85, I think, was his rookie, right?
Puckett was 85, yeah.
But like even just like a couple years earlier, you got Ricky Henderson, and there's a considerable premium on that, I would say, compared to Tony Gwynn. Like a Ricky Henderson 8 probably goes for a couple $100, and a Tony Gwynn 8 goes for like 30. Or 35.
Yeah. It's definitely undervalued. I mean, Boggs the other 83 tops. I feel like growing up, the biggest name growing up in that time period, 83, 84, 85, Don Mattingly.
Yeah.
Don Mattingly rookie cards were like, everyone wanted Don Mattingly, I think, for some reason. Yeah, Gwynn never really.
He was, definitely.
Yeah. I think the fact that Henderson's a little earlier, I mean, he's almost more like people even back then were looking at that more vintage.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The other,
it's cool.
And then, the other, I mean, Cal Ripken, I guess, is in there too. I can't remember exactly what year he was.
82.
Yeah, so that's in there. He's another guy I've been looking at cards. His stuff's considerably more expensive than Gwynn. Yeah. I mean, Gwynn, I think, is right up there in like top 20 baseball players of all time. I don't know. Maybe not.
I mean, as far as hitters, pure hitters for sure. I mean, right?
No,
I don't know about
great fielder or anything, but yeah.
No, I don't know. But we have to do a draft like that to see where he falls, because we'll determine that. So, all right, well, back to the draft.
Boy, something's going on.
Yeah, she does not like your pick of Tony Gwynn as top 20 all time, but that's all right.
Apparently.
So back to me here. That's what we had so far. It's top 100, Mike says. Yeah.
No, he's way higher than that.
No. Well, he's definitely. I mean, if you're top 20 or top 100, so he's not.
Oh, sure.
No, he definitely can't be top 20 though. I mean, there's huge names that. I mean, you're gonna even just pre-war players. You're gonna get more in the top 10 than Gwynn.
I mean, I agree. It's harder. I don't know. We're gonna have a discussion another time, but yeah, I mean, it was a different game, right? I mean, how many people were batting 350 like back then, all the time? And this was pre-juice ball and everything, like pre-steroids. He really was.
Yeah, but steroids wouldn't have helped him at all. He was like a punch and Judy hitter, which is, I mean, people would do that if he could. Nobody else could do it like he could. Yeah. But there we go. All right. Well, that's another discussion for
yeah, we'll have that
for sure. I think you're overrating him, but not by a ton. But
okay.
Undervalued for sure in terms of cards. All right. So back to the draft. So I'm the wrap around here. My third overall pick. I'm bringing it to the sports.
You're gonna pull it up here? Maybe want to pull it up.
I had it up, but yeah, I'll put it up again. So it was 7, Fight Club, Inglourious Bastards, 12 Monkeys. Next up, going Moneyball.
Go ahead. That's what.
Yeah, Moneyball. Great. I mean, I could watch Moneyball any day of the week. I mean, just great cast. And I mean, his character is one of the coolest characters in that movie too. He's always a cool character.
Billy Bean. Yeah. No,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
No, that's good. Good pick. I
know.
I like it. Not as much as I like my next pick, but that's fine. I'm just kidding. All right. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to Tarantino. I'm going to go Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Really, really great movie. I love the whole timing. I mean, I feel like that's where Tarantino shines, and he's such a good actor in this one too. The scene where he beats up Bruce Lee is friggin' amazing. So yeah, I think that's he's pretty high up there. I mean, I like Moneyball. And this is put it this way. I know both of these movies that I picked that were Tarantino's are investment in time, right? Like they are not short movies.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
You can't just
a lot of people didn't like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I liked it, but it didn't get like this. I think if that movie was done,
it got a lot of awards, but it didn't. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean, just in general pop. Yeah, I mean, general pop culture. I feel people didn't give the respect. I think it would have come out like 10 years earlier. Yeah, like when Tarantino was more like, Pulp Fiction era, it would have been a bigger hit. But I liked it. All right. So yeah, now we're back to another segment already. That was a fast round.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit this.
Gonna go back in time. Gonna go back in time. In picking history.
All right, we haven't done one of these in a while.
No, we haven't.
So this week it's another find of the week, and I'll explain how it's the picking in history. It's not fine, but I was at my flea market on Sunday and I bought a big box of Marvel cards, and there's some other non-sport cards in there, probably about 300-400 cards. But in the box was this puppy. Let me do this.
Oh boy, yeah.
Let me present my extra camera. I'll show a little bit better. Oop. You're gonna see the close-up of a baseball here, but I'll move it. Let me move him out of the way. But yeah, I got the Goldenrod C-3PO, the famous or infamous card. Before they corrected it, got rid of his
golden
schlong. So actually, I'm in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia suburb, and he's in Maryland. So East Coast,
between like DC and Baltimore.
So I picked that up in the box. Didn't know it was in the box till I got home and found it. And I was buying some pennants.
Is it gradable, you think, or is that do they?
It is gradable, but it's already sold. I'll say that. I'll explain that why. But I would have graded it a little off center, but it does have like a gum or wax stain, which maybe would be removable. I'm not sure. Maybe I could like lightly wipe it off with a fabric softener sheet or something. But I was buying some pennants from my good buddy over at the Mojo Dojo, Josh, and he sent me, "Hey, you interested?" I'm like, "Yeah." We worked out a number. He's someone you want to deal with because he asked me to make an offer, and I made him an offer, and he's like, "Nah, let's do $5 less than that offer." That's the kind of person Josh is. I mean, good, amazing dude.
Yeah.
So and then I'm like, "Hey, you might like the card that I picked up today." So I showed it to him, and apparently he has a big dong theme collection of like hilarious toys and stuff. So I'm like, "Yeah, man, you need this." So I gave him a good price on it. It's going to a good home. He's going to cherish that.
It's going to a home where you can frolic with other dongs.
Yeah, but I was telling him, and he knows this probably, but my dad has similarly, if we were out picking, he would always buy like funny, like penile items. So we were up in Brimfield, Massachusetts Northfield, in Brimfield at like 7 a.m. It was like sort of dusky and a muggy day. And we're walking back to this table, and it's like from a distance, there was like nothing on this table, or very little things on this table. And my dad's like, "Is that like from a distance, is that a porcelain penis on that table?" So he goes over to it and picks it up, and it was not a porcelain penis.
Oh,
it was a dildo. It was sticky.
Oh.
So he puts it back and he's disgusted. He's like, we're in the middle of the field, like a mile or 2 mile away from a bathroom. So he's like wiping his hands off in the grass, hand sanitizer. So that's how it's picking history. You know, like, be careful what you touch out at a flea market.
Yeah, I'll say.
I don't know what that was doing on the table. It was probably for sale. Probably was not, but I think it might have been sticky just because it was laying out in the sun or whatever was wrong with it. But pretty. I told Josh that he was cracking up at that story, so I told him I would tell it on the podcast. But so him and my dad would get along. My dad's always buying like funny like phallic toys, I guess I should say, not like toys like that kind of toy, but like just like a novelty. So there you got it. Why did he touch it? Because he was going to buy it, Shane. He was going to buy it if it was it looked porcelain from a distance. So yeah, I don't know why it was there. Maybe a lot of people do camp out at Brimfield. Like a lot of sellers like live on the site for a few days. So maybe just had it out, air it out. I don't know what they're doing.
Oh, gross. You made it sound worse somehow.
I know. So that's probably a gross story to share, but I figured I would share it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know.
Usually I'm the one that says stuff that's a little off color, but Keith really went down a path.
Well, I was telling a story. I mean, it wasn't involving me. I was there.
Yeah.
Just I was capturing the moment. So there we go. So all full circle. C3PO, the Golden Dong, has a home. So there he goes. Heading off to the Mojo Dojo.
All right.
Back to the draft.
All right. I know this movie's been talked about quite a bit in chat. Definitely, I like the whole story behind it, and I like there's a lot of, I don't know why I've gotten into this but I have. Like, there's a fair amount of documentaries about these people. Like, not, I'm saying that sounds weird. I'm going to go
sucking up to the chat with this one.
Oh, no, that's a good one. But Snatch is a great movie. It's got, I think, a pretty young Jason Statham in it. It tells the story of basically, they're called travelers, but they're kind of like, I guess they're, I think, they're,
Mike, I wish I had a YouTube channel back then, because that would be an awesome like thumbnail. That would be my clip at the beginning. My dad disgusted by this thing. So
picking it up, yeah.
It's a shame.
But there you go. That's mine. Kind of follows the story of they're travelers where people would go around and then like in Ireland, and they're like kind of like what's the word?
Like a pilgrim or a gypsy kind of
gypsy, yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of that where they would get like groups and stuff, and they would put on these like kind of fights, like the I guess they're kind of one-off fights or something to prove your manhood and bet and stuff. It's just a cool whole vibe to it. So but plus the names are like the accents are amazing. Like Pitt, like you can't even understand them really throughout most of the movie. So there you have it. That's my pick.
Yeah. All right. Play to the crowd. I like it. I respect it.
Yeah.
Desperate for the win.
Yeah. I'm not going to be a 1 week chump.
It was one pump chomp, wasn't it? As you called it.
True, but I'm trying to pick up some boxes now, Keith.
Now's where it gets. Are they for sale?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Where at?
This is on Target. Let's see.
Well,
confirm order. Go ahead. I'll tell you if I get them.
Now it's getting a little tougher in this draft, because I feel like we
didn't get them.
We've entered the time where it's like, I think this is the top tier, and now we're at another tier below. So
I don't know.
I'm gonna go. I mean, I don't love all the movies from this series, but the first one I definitely think was the best one. And talking about great casts, I'm going to go Ocean's 11.
Yeah, that was on my list.
Epic cast. Yeah, I mean, epic cast. I didn't really watch. How many are there now? I know there's Ocean's 12 and
it's like Ocean. I think there's Ocean's 13 at least, and then didn't they do like a women's one too or something? Was there more? I thought there was. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. It's a good movie. It's probably the best of the bunch too, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I didn't play. I didn't even see that.
I mean, that's kind of the premium blockbuster movie that he's made.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree. All right. So let's our final segment of the day. Let's hit this little puppy here if I can find him. Oh, I missed it, Sean. I didn't see it said in the chat. All right. So in this segment, we're doing a little ripping, but if you want to see more ripping and some like high dollar ripping, head over to Hops and Hits tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern time, on this channel, on Rips and Brews, on Soda City Rips, on Soda City Flips, and the Really Perspective Show. But tonight I'm going to be ripping a gift from our friends over at the Grams and Pops Vintage. Also the owners or partners on the dollarauction.com, another district marketplace, Andy.
Cool.
So definitely, but he sent me.
There's so many. I have to go and I want to buy everything.
Get to subscribe to that one. But he was on our podcast, the Reseller Island podcast that I do with Shane, Soda City Flips, and J Ride Picks and Flips. He was our guest, and he's like, I'm going to send this box to you in the mail as a gift. This is like a 30-pound box here, Andy. This is a hefty box of 1988 Topps football.
And you guys are gonna stick around and he rips them all.
These are all cello packs. These are like the jumbos.
Oh,
so I'm gonna pull one out at random. It's a thick boy.
Okay. And remind me again what you're trying to pull out.
We're hunting the Bo Jackson rookie card. Shane can tell you the retail price of these because Shane bought one from him, and he was a little angry that Corey was so nice and sent me this as a gift, and he bought one. So thanks, Shane. Bo Jackson rookie card, Bosworth rookie card.
There you go.
Less value there, but
that'd be a fun card to sort of have, though. I feel like it was big back then, but
I had it. I did try to sell it on Dibda Cards. It wasn't no takers on it.
I'll have to get that next time.
Oh man, look at that! Look at the value of that gift he sent. He paid $275. Oh wow, dude, that's super nice.
But well, listen, Soda's been gotten some stuff from you, right? You got a good deal on, so right?
Oh yeah, no, I mean,
I'm just kidding.
The one aviation piece will pay for that for Shane.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Bo Jackson, what year is this?
1988 Topps.
88 Topps. I want to see what it looks like if I remember it. Oh yeah. I like this. I kind of like this one where he's sitting on the bench, right?
Yeah. Let me type in their YouTube channel real fast in the chat because I'm going to make sure.
2 Jackson rookies and a few Boz. You don't have to do that. I have a little bit of a thing with people at work, so I'm trying to collect like really bizarre cards, like cards that it's not I want to say like murderers and stuff, but like some like weird ones. Like the Manti Te'o auto that I bought from you is just kind of a funny card just because there's a story behind him and everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Bosworth, I feel like it's kind of an interesting card, I think. But who's the other one I was trying to get? A couple others, but
Aaron Hernandez, maybe.
Yeah.
My buddy has an interesting, like low number, like 1 out of 10, like Aaron Hernandez auto. There you go, 88 Topps jumbo cello pack.
You're trying the gum out? Is there gum in there?
No gum. Unless it's in the center.
I thought it was in the back, but there's something. Nope.
No, I didn't see any gum. That's all right. Mickey Schuler.
Oh.
I think he was at Penn State.
I don't know.
There we go. There we go. That's a good one.
Him.
Yeah, we didn't even think about it. Christian Okoye, the Nigerian Nightmare. That's a nice.
Did I show you? This will be coming up. Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah.
Or something.
Harry Carson, good linebacker for the Giants. Ed Murray.
Isn't he? Oh yeah, I remember him.
Oh, there we go. The fridge. I like it.
You got some good ones in there.
Yeah, that's a good pack so far. Carlos Carson, Jack Trudeau, Anthony Toney. Actually, I sold one of his jerseys recently.
Anthony Toney. Okay, I'm trying to remember some of these guys it's like Blast from the Past.
Troy Stratford, Don Bracken. There we go. Another rookie. It's a good one. Cornelius Bennett. Great linebacker for the Buffalo Bills. Yeah.
They had a great linebacking core then, right? Didn't they? If I'm
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Darryl Talley, Cornelius Bennett, John Tice, Ken Clark. I have a game used jersey of Ken Clark that I think my dad might have worn it to the Super Bowl, or he's worn it to games, and I gave it to him.
That's funny.
Not that one. It's the earlier style of jersey. Jackie Slater, the Hall of Famer, I think. Pretty sure.
He was great.
Yeah.
I loved him. I mean, he was at Notre Dame. He was just a friggin' like a missile.
Yeah. Steve Grogan, who looks like he's like 80 years old there.
He kind of looks like Peyton Manning's love child.
He does. Yeah.
He's got a Peyton Manning open mouth vibe to him.
Yeah. I think he was the quarterback for the Patriots the year they got blown out by the Bears, right? Mark can tell us.
By the way, here you go. Here's
oh, nice. Triple patch.
Yeah.
Jim Lachey.
We like the auto.
Kevin Mack. He's a big bruising running back.
Yeah. Wasn't he with Okoye at one point? Weren't they like a 1-2 combo?
Yeah, I remember Barry Ward with him. I don't remember Kevin Mack with him.
You're right. Another
Frank Minifield, Ronnie Lippett. Oh, what is? Okay, I was going to say, how about if we hit Andre Tippett next? What Ronnie Lippett, Andre Tippett. That is this pack is magical. This pack is magical.
It is.
Oh, and we got Ralph Mozizenko. Love it.
You knew he had to be a kicker. I mean, like,
yeah.
And you got Gary V.
Gary V.
Got a good lion. There you go.
Steve Jordan.
Iowa Hawkeye.
Jeff Bryant. Kent Hill. Gary Clark, good receiver.
Good. Yeah. Probably
Charles Wood.
Maybe not.
There's 2 cards there. Yeah, there was 1 card. Kelly Goodburn.
Okay, he's a punter. That makes sense. Never heard of him.
He's a good player. Jay Hilgenberg, I think.
Oh! I see somebody.
Yeah. Took it back in. Bang!
There you go.
Bang. Bo Jackson. All right. But man, what a pack.
Yeah.
What a pack.
That's a pretty nicely centered card, too. Well,
yeah.
A little bit, but it's
a little bit off.
I think it's a 9.
I'm going to have to get that one graded for sure. Yeah. Look at that. That's pretty.
I don't know what they go for, but there you go.
Man, what a first pack magic here. I mean, Christian Okoye, Bo Jackson, Art Monk,
John Muzhenko.
Yeah, Moshenko, Howie Long. There we go, Howie Long.
It's a hitting up, and this is back in the day when they had like 500 players in these things too.
Yeah, he doesn't look anything like Howie Long now. I wouldn't even.
No.
I mean, he's definitely lost a lot of weight, but
yeah.
Joe Jacoby, great offensive lineman. One of the Hogs.
Hogs, yeah.
Calvin McGee.
Try to steal my thunder. I'm trying to
Stacey
say jump in.
Sorry, Jim Jeffcoat, Les Card, Ernest Givens.
Okay.
There we go. What a pack.
Shut up. Well, I don't think it's not a 10, but that's pretty nice.
Man.
That's great.
Yeah, thanks so much to Corey for that box, man. First pack. Now I can.
Yes,
man, that's magical.
Okay, stop using
magical.
All right. Well, I don't think I'm going to have as much magic, but we'll see. I am opening. Oops, sorry, share screen, right? You want to take care of that?
I'll make it bigger.
So this is just a Panini Prism Mega Box. We're looking for rookie QBs, basically. You can get mangas and stuff like that too. You get cool cards. But hoping for some Jaden. More Jaden. Fiendin. Got a fever for the quarterbacks.
The only bad thing about this pulling that card now is I had to download this whole hour-and-a-half long video to make a short out of that.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Which I'm going to do.
All right, I'll go through.
Thanks, Corey, by the way. I said it before, but I'll say it again.
Yeah. That's the problem with those two, like the centering. I mean, if it's the difference between like a 10 and a 9, like a 9 will go for like $20 and a 10 will go for $1,000 because there's so few.
Yeah.
All right. Starting off. Aaron Donald. Jim Hart. We got some old school guys. Jerry Judy. Here's a silver. Joe Montana. Not who we're looking for. This is the green parallel. Dallas Turner. Ben Simmett. And Latu Latu. Starting to say his name easier now.
Yeah.
Louisiana, right? Oh, yeah. Gotcha. That's cool, though. Spencer Rattler. I think I probably have hit a lot of Spencers. Oh, no! Strapped half my cards.
We're a rookie ripper over here.
I know. Thank God I'm not actually ripping cards for people. T-Law. Brandon Ayuk. Who knows what's going on with him? Drew Brees. There you go. There's one for Girl Dad.
Great quarterback, terrible announcer.
Jonathan Ogden. Let's go from the back. Here's my rookie, John Edwards. And Ladd McConkey. He's good. It's a good rookie to have. This is not a rookie, I don't think. Ramondre Stevenson. Not exactly who we want. I think that might be thicker. Please. You prefer the draft? Wait, ready for tomorrow? Oh, yeah. What are we talking about? We haven't talked about the draft. Are we doing something for that, you think?
Yeah, a little live. Yeah, anybody wants to hang out live on next Thursday night. We're just going to do it like a 2 or 3 hour live, just chilling, ripping, maybe sipping a beverage and watching the draft, reacting.
Yeah.
Well, I could share the stream out if anyone wants to hop in.
Definitely. Tyler Conklin. You know, Jimmy Johnson. I'd love me a good. No, I don't. Coach. There you go. Emergent Roma Dunze. Tavondre Sweat. And then here's a rookie. Eagle. Quinion.
There we go. Green Quinion. I like it.
Yeah. I think Cooper might sell for more, but not bad.
Yeah. I mean, Cooper gets more love. Just, first the ladies like him. Second, he's had the big play in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They're both great corners. Yeah, sure, Shane. We'll do, man. I didn't schedule anything yet, but we'll get it scheduled.
Frank Gore. I love that when they put him on. Like they put him on.
Yeah. What a
weird.
I hate Frank Gore.
She raised. Wow. Lenny Moore. That's kind of cool. Sam Laporta. Always appreciate him. Theo Johnson. I think he's going to be a good tight end too. Out of Penn State. Rookie.
I feel like let me rant on Frank. Well, I'll let you rip your pack.
What?
I'll let you finish the pack and then I'll rant.
Okay. John Owen, not the
green you wanted. Yeah, but I think Frank Gore is the most overrated player and overrated running back in NFL history.
He basically just ran forward, right? Like
just ran forward, just played till his knees fell apart or until he couldn't run anymore. Never the top running back in the season. There we go. Now that's I would take Q Fires over Frank Gore any day.
I'm gonna have a little pack to send you. The silver. Maris Liatu. That's not really even who we want at all. Interesting. There you go. Kid reporter. Rookie Max Melton. Who's that? Jaquan Jackson. Green. Marshall Falk. I got a lot of old school
throwbacks.
Throwbacks. This one, I think, has a patch in it. Really, I've never hit anything massive out of these, but I would love to hit like a manga or something. Patch. All right, last pack. Aaron Jones. Harrison Butker. Dave Craig. Random. Raheem Bell.
This is the last pack?
Yeah. Nate Wiggins. Yeah, I'm ripping through it quick.
No, you don't have to. I'm just curious.
Silver. All right, we're going to pull I think this is a patch. I think it's just a patch, though. Yeah, look at that. Brock Bowers. That's pretty good.
That's good. It's a good one.
Of the ones to hit, that's not bad. All right, last one's a silver. Oh, I thought it was an eagle again. Oh, Aaron Rodgers. Boring.
Oh, man. I mean, at least you hit the Brock Bowers, but that box is pretty pitiful other than...
It's pretty weak. Pretty weak.
Yeah. A couple good Eagles.
Yeah. Yes, Quinion. That's about the only good one.
Yeah. By the
So
way, and I'm going to rant for a second. First about Frank Gore. He signed a contract with the Eagles, backed out of the contract. I didn't really want him anyway.
I knew it was coming.
That's how I disliked him. I just because he backed out of the contract. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers is up there too, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Girl dad. But my other rant, I bought the box that I'm going to be ripping tomorrow night on Hops and Hits, Andy.
Okay.
I bought from one of the biggest eBay sellers there is in the sports card realm. Let me say the name sounds like how do I say this? Blow Pleen, right? Let's just say it like that.
Probstein.
Whoa. No, that's a legend. No, I didn't say name.
What are you talking about? I didn't know what you're saying. What are you talking about?
I was purposely not saying the name. And then you say, oh, we've been this name. But anyway, I didn't say that. But I bought a box from a case of boxes from someone.
Yeah.
And
definitely not the guy I just said.
Yeah, allegedly not that. But I'll say this, for a multi-million dollar eBay seller, I get this box in a priority mailbox wrapped in brown paper.
Wow.
So they can ship it by ground advantage. They can use the UPS post office box. Buy freaking boxes, Blowstein. I mean, buy boxes. You're $1 million company. You don't have to be stealing priority mailboxes from the post office and wrapping them in brown paper. And I assume it's probably one of their underlings, like, one of the people in the shipping department. Like, but I mean, that's ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. Like, that's an amateur reseller thing to do. And
I've had a few things like cards individual. I can't noticed that they were poorly done, but
and people will cut up priority mailboxes, and I think some of that is like, if you get a priority mailbox in the mail and you're just like cutting it up to reuse it, to recycle it, there's nothing wrong with that. But to just use a brand new box and wrap it in brown paper, and it was a flat rate box. Maybe I shouldn't have said it on a live on YouTube, but I have images of it, so it's not. I'm not
fibbing.
Yeah. I mean, exactly, Shane. That's like something. If we were saying how to be a good reseller, that's the first thing you would say. Don't do this. That's lame. We probably all did that when you first started. Like, you know what the hell you're doing. You like the post office says you can't use that box for media rate, or you can't use that box for ground advantage. Like, I'm gonna go home and wrap it in paper so they don't know. But not a freaking guy who has like 3,000 auctions ending every night.
Yeah,
I mean, just irritated me.
Hundreds. He's got like $5,000 cases and stuff that he's selling.
What an amateur. What an amateur.
Yeah. That's annoying.
Yeah. It didn't bother me, but just stealing from the post office.
Yeah.
So, all right. Little rant there. I have another rant I could go on, but I'll save that for maybe on the podcast tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. Back to the draft.
Last pick.
I can't believe you named it. I can't believe you named the name. That was the part of the
I know what you were talking about. I wasn't really paying attention. You kept rambling on. I was like, all right.
All right. Was it back to me?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Your final pick.
All right. This movie's sort of bizarre. He's pretty good in it.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it's one of his top movies, but we're down in the 9-10 category. I'm going to go with The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Sort of a bizarre theme of a movie, or bizarre like storyline, right? Now, I think he does
reverse, I guess, right?
Yeah, he was aging in reverse, where he was like started as an old man and reversed. I think it was pretty good, pretty well done.
Okay, not bad.
Did you like that movie?
I didn't love it. No,
I didn't love it either, but I think it's interesting. What's up, Harry? Homestone's in the house. What's up, Harry?
Yeah, the one that I was thinking about doing was I can't remember the name of the movie now. I'm not picking it, but it's when he played the character of Death. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah.
I think that was kind of interesting. It has some cool scenes in it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. What the hell is that movie? Meet Joe Black, something like
that.
Yeah.
Meet Joe Black is what it was. I think.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one. I am going to go with one of the more gritty movies I think he's ever done. It's had a great cast in it. Some one of the I think more raw movie, like war movies there is. And that's Fury. It had like Jake Barenthal, I think is his name, if I'm not mistaken. Who's the other guy? Shia LaBeouf, who like there's stories about people like on the set, like they're just like being complete like method actors and stuff, like not showering, like Shia Buff, I think like ripped out one of his teeth. Like it's just like complete
I never even saw the movie. What does it take place in? What's the theme?
So they are like a tank regiment. Like they're like part of a, I don't know how to describe it. I guess they're the, I don't know. Oh no.
I'm asking, is it like a World War II movie? Is it like a modern war? What's the theme?
Yeah, World War II, I think is
okay.
Was where I can't remember where they were stationed, but yeah, there's a lot. It's like really gritty and like kind of a little bit disconcerting sometimes and stuff. It's just
I love a war movie. I'll have to check it out. I never saw it.
Yeah.
I never even saw that on some of the. I mean, it's been a while since I ranked my my picks here, but I'll have to check it out.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you'll kind of get a picture that some of this stuff didn't seem as acted as it was. Like there's more like stories behind the scenes and stuff, which is crazy. World War II. Okay. Yeah. I think they were, I don't know if they were in France or where they were. I can't remember. Yeah, they all run together, honestly, for me. But there you go.
All right. All right. Well, let's roll into some honorary mentions. I think I didn't really have a huge list there, but
Meet Joe Black was an honorary mention for me, I guess, for sure.
Yeah. I had Ad Astra. I like a space movie.
I don't remember. I've never seen that. So
you never see that? Yeah. I think it's pretty good.
Thelma and Louise.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was his coming out party, Thelma and Louise.
Yeah. I mean, he was really young. He's probably in early 20s or something then. Burn After Reading. I didn't see that. A movie I love, but I don't remember him in it very much because it's one of those ensemble casts like that have a ton of good actors in it. Was The Big Short. Have you seen that before?
I did. Yeah.
You gotta watch it. Yeah, that's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's about the mortgage fail. Yeah. But I think in that movie, there's as many, I mean, like Ryan Gosling's really good in it. Christian Bale, Steve Carell, all those guys are they all have kind of big parts. So he's not really featured in it very much, but.
Hey, I remember the movie you loved the most in growing up. I mean, you were a huge fan. I mean, you had posters all on your wall of Legends of the Fall.
Yeah.
You were all about that. I mean, Brad, yeah. So I'm surprised you didn't make the draft.
But did not make the draft crazy enough. I know. What can I say? It's just not.
Yeah. I guess I don't know. I don't know why. Babel was good.
I vaguely remember that. World War Z I liked for a zombie movie. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's all I have.
I'm trying to think of anything else. Yeah, that might be
looking at the list.
I don't think I've ever saw California.
Talking about bad, he had some bad movies too, like Troy was horrible. I can't believe they Meet Joe Black they don't have very high in this list that I'm looking at.
Sleepers, that was pretty good. I was wondering if they were like they were all like molested at like an orphanage or something, and like they met as adults. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong movie. I'm looking at a list of movies right now.
Don't feel bad for him. He's got to learn his lesson.
Well, I got to go back to the chat and see what they're talking about.
I put it up there for you to see.
I never saw Fury, Shane. I'll have to watch it. I love a war movie, but we had a war movie draft. You never drafted Fury.
Well, I'm not saying it's the best war movie. I'm just saying it's a different. Yeah.
Is that Shane? Am I saying is that the theme of the movie proper? Was that like there were, I think like a boys' home, like they were all abused and they like were trying to get back. I just clicked on it. Let me see if I can find it again. Man, this is this list is hard to use.
Yeah. True Romance. I didn't know he was in that, honestly. Never saw that.
Me either.
I feel like let's see if there's anything else.
I didn't know he was in Big Short either. It's been a while since I've seen it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think he's just had such a small part in it that I wouldn't have never sort of said it.
Yeah. Sleepers. Let's see.
Interview with a Vampire. Didn't really love that movie. It wasn't my favorite. Burn After Reading. They haven't that. Killing Him. I don't remember Killing Them Softly either. I don't know that one.
I don't know. I'm trying to read the plot. I think I was right. Yeah, I think I'm right, but it's a long Can't read 3 paragraphs.
Yeah, that's what he's in there at some point. I don't know. That's what it said though on my top 20.
Let's get rid of that Andy one thing.
Whoops.
Man, I cannot. Wait, what are we gonna think about doing next week, draft wise? We're
doing.
Well, it's a draft.
It's a draft spectacular. So maybe we do.
What have we done?
Draft bus? We haven't. Have we done draft?
We did draft bust. Yeah.
Okay. We could do almost like a best drafts that turned around a franchise type of thing.
Not bad.
Or best late round picks.
Yeah, biggest steals in the draft. That's not bad.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Either one of those.
Yeah.
All right.
Best steals is easier because I think the other one's a little trickier, but best steals is good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I think you're right. All right. Sounds good.
All right. Yeah, that's a good one. So guys, check us out tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern time, Hops and Hits. We're going to have a fun live rip beer tasting. Check out the Reseller Island podcast that comes out every Monday morning, typically every Monday morning. And we have some member-only videos coming out soon over there. And we'll probably have some member lives over there as well. And thank you to the members of this channel. Soda City Flips is in the house. Davey Grubb 66, Cap Fantasy, and there's some others, but they might want to be anonymous. And what else we got going, Andy? Let's see. Oh, head over to Dib to Cards tonight. The inaugural break on dibtocards.com.
Yeah, I gotta see if I'm still winning. When is it? 9:30, you said?
It ends at 9:30 and the rip is at 10. So basically how they do breaks on Dib to Cards. I'm going to do some breaking over there. I've talked to Rod Picking and Punching about it once Andy gets me some of my cards in, but I have some other stuff coming my way.
Your cards you haven't paid for anything yet, so I don't know if they're your cards yet. But yeah, basically how they're doing rips there is you buy a spot, buy the team. It's not like a random team. You know what you're getting, and then they're going to rip afterwards after the auction's over. So it's not like you buy a spot, you get a random wheel, and you get the worst team on the wheel. You know what you're getting, which is a cool way to do it. It's less less chance. It's called pick your team. Typically, is what they say.
Yeah. Yep. And they might do it where you pick in auction. They might do a live auction at times, but this is what I'm going to do in the beginning too. Just do it leading up to it.
Yeah.
So that's happening until for 13 more minutes, and then the rip is at 10 o'clock. I'll be on Dibdick Cards with Dan and Demand. I think Friday night. I'm going to do something else on tomorrow, and I might stream for like 5-6 hours on Saturday or Friday. Just gonna because I didn't get to do my stream last night because my Wi-Fi crashed. And I will admit to this, Andy. I didn't say this, but the Wi-Fi didn't crash. I guess I didn't pay my bill because I set up auto pay, and somehow the auto pay didn't work, and I guess I didn't send me any notifications. They just shut it off. So
you gotta cut this loser off.
Yeah. So I fixed it right away and I called them. I was on the phone for an hour and a half though. Yeah. And then trying to figure out the problem when it was just a bill. They could have told me that from the get-go. Very helpful support over at Verizon.
I'm not gonna lie, that happened to me before. Not it was what was it? It was the electric bill. Because it got transferred over when I got divorced, and it was like I didn't get the bill. So it was like, suddenly the air conditioning's not working. It's 95 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. You think they would try to find, when you owe them money, you think they would come after you a little bit harder, right? It's like, we sent you one email one time, shut it down. Yeah. Right? I mean, we owe them. Come after us. Make us pay you.
Guys, he really needs some more members to his thing. He is really struggling over here.
Yeah. Join the memberships. Again, I have a great members only video coming out in the next week or two. I'm already working on it. It's gonna be a good one. So,
and you'll help him pay his internet bill.
Yeah, help me out. I need it. And my wife will say this. My wife's like, she takes care of all the bills in the house. She's always trying to get me to take care of them. Yeah. I'm like, I got enough on my plate, right? I mean, how much am I on YouTube and live streaming? So you got to do that.
I'm sure that's what she wants you to be focused on, though, right? And not like the basic necessities of life, like shelter and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So anyway, so she's like, and the one bill I don't take care of, shut it off for lack of payment. So I might put this in her.
Was your son just absolutely?
Oh no, it's not the Wi-Fi in the house. It's at the warehouse. Separate account. It's a business account. So it's like my second cell phone and the Wi-Fi got shut down. But I have a few days off, so I'm going to take down the Christmas decorations this weekend as well.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
Yeah, just time for Easter. I was hoping to just make the lights pastel for Easter. But guess it's time. Again, huge shout out to Grams and Pops Vintage. Give them a follow on YouTube. Check him out on the dollarauction.com. Super nice gift that he sent me, and hit the Bo Jackson card tonight. So can't thank them enough. Guys, check us out tomorrow night. We'll see you again soon, and we'll check you out next time. Peace.
Oh.
King of Pennants back to his losing way. King of losses, shall we say. He got lucky for several a week, but his drafting skills really weak. King of losses is here to stay. Pathetic drafter, they say. Pathetic draft of all day. King of losses. King of losses.
Sorry, that was the wrong play out. We're going to play this out. Thanks, guys. See you. We're still live.
I know.
Vintage sport flips, thought they had my number. Awaken the beast, pull me out of slumber. Pennants flying high, breeze through the rafters. Once was a tale, now a whole new chapter. It was a 1 week fluke, don't get it twisted.